Welcome everyone to SMEEA's latest video series, Better Know an eBoard Member. We'll introduce you to all the folks behind SMEEA, their ideas, their passions, their path to leadership, right? Their story. We hope you'll get to know them a little bit better and perhaps be inspired yourself to get more involved in SMEEA. Today, we'll be talking to Lisa Lira. She's a teacher at Arianis Junior High. She stepped up to take on the role of SMEEA Secretary, replacing Yvonne Duran. She is smart, she's funny, she's passionate, and definitely unafraid to speak up on behalf of our members. So she's a great addition to the team, and I look forward to you learning more about her in this video. So without further ado, Lisa Lira. All right, everyone, we are here with Lisa Lira. She is our new elected SMEEA Secretary. So welcome, Lisa.
Thank you.
Our first question for you is just tell us a little bit about your role in SMBSD. So like how long have you been in our district? What positions have you been in?
Well, technically, I've been in the district since 2007 when I decided that teaching adjunct at at local colleges, Cal Poly, Hancock, Cuesta, was just not cutting it. A friend of mine said, "Why don't you get your credential and come on over?" Um, so I decided to. My husband sat down, looked at our finances, and decided that would be worth it.
Mhm.
Uh, she also made a suggestion that I sub to figure out what I would like to do. Um, and believe it or not, my first sub job was here at Arianis Junior High. It was for a sped job. It was in resource. And believe it or not, Dr. Grady at the time was the principal here, and the teacher and the aides, they were just like, "You're good at this." And here I am, an English major and always been an English teacher, and decided maybe go into the sped world while doing my single subject in English as well. Um, uh, little did I know that I would love doing sped so much. I ended up doing my student teaching with Cindy Cornejo at Tommy Coons, and it was just the most amazing experience. And Sharon Shell was so amazing. I loved subbing. I loved going to every school in our district and getting to know everybody. I ended up being a teacher tutor at Oakley. So I've been in many different roles, worn a lot of different hats. Um, and have loved them all. I ended up, my first year here was 10 years ago as a teacher contract. And of course, I had to teach a section of US history. I didn't have a classroom. I had to share this classroom that I'm in now for one period. And then I had to share a classroom with Chris Felix. Um, that was a dystopic adventure I never want to do again. As much as I love him. Um, I have taught English. I ended up teaching Avid Excel, which I loved because I have my TESOL certificate. I ended up finding my love in ELD. So currently I have my dream job right now this year. I teach English. I have a co-taught English class, so I get a little bit of sped, and I get my one ELD class, so I get my ELD. I have the trifecta. It's wonderful.
Oh, I love to hear that. That's awesome. Yeah, the dream position. Yeah,
Yes.
that's awesome. And then where did you grow up? Did you grow up in Santa Maria on the Central Coast? Where did you grow up?
I am from Corona, California, so Riverside County. But I officially, as of this year, I have now been a Santa Maria Central Coast native longer than I'm a Southern California girl.
How was your experience going through those schools? Were there teachers that stood out to you?
There were. I still remember my government teacher. I remember my English teacher. He's still the reason why I do voices when I read. I also remember my sixth grade teacher, Mr. Woodruff, who condescendingly and patronizingly patted my hand as I cried because I didn't know how to do long division. And he said, "That's okay, sweetheart. Math and science is for boys. History and English is for girls." Yeah,
I can't believe that. Wow.
yeah.
That's horrible. Wow. Um, on that note, maybe tell us a little bit about yourself. It sounds like you're married. Do you have kids, hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time?
So on the 23rd of May, I'll be married 27 years. Thank you. My husband, and his family moved from Hidalgo, Mexico to Santa Maria when he was about 5. So he and his family have been here forever. We don't have kids, but we have 2 dogs, 2 cats. Um, let's see. Obviously, I am a Red Sox fan. I think everyone knows red is my signature color. Um, yes, red lips, red watch, red phone. I have Red Sox. I have Red Sox decor behind me. So I do love my baseball. Uh, my students know I love to puzzle. It is my zen after a day of teaching junior high. It really is. All the chisme, all the fights just go away when I puzzle. I'm just looking at that one green puzzle piece, trying to figure out where it goes, and everything else fades away. The glass of wine next to me helps.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's a glass of red wine.
Yes, of course. Definitely.
And you do puzzles or like jigsaw puzzles and
Oh,
stuff?
yes.
That,
1,000 piece minimum. Yes,
wow, minimum.
minimum.
Oh,
Yes.
so you're a pro. You're not messing around.
No, no. Me and my puzzling friends, we swap and we're all part of groups and we have the puzzle tables. We're a serious crew.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I had family members who would glue the pieces together and like keep them. Like that's
Yeah,
the one that I
I've
did.
never felt that strongly about a piece, but my cousin does do that.
You were recently elected SMEEA Secretary. Again, congratulations. We're so glad to have you on the team. Um, but what was your involvement in SMEEA previously? What were you doing in SMEEA before being elected secretary?
So I've been a rep since our COVID shutdown. During our closure from the vid, uh, Judy Morris, a longtime rep, finally said, "Is anyone interested?" And again, the same friend that brought me over to the SMBSD said, "You should do it." I said, "I wouldn't know what I'm doing." And she goes, "Well, that's how you learn. Learn by doing. Come on, you're a Cal Poly grad." And I said, "Okay, sure." Um, and so I've been a rep, I think, since 2019. Yes. Um, and that's how I got involved.
I love that story because it's you have that, I guess, desire and maybe not sure if you want to jump in, but someone else comes along and says, "Hey, like I believe in you. I think you can do this," and kind of encourages you to take the leap.
Well, as you know, as a Mexican Puerto Rican, I'm a handful. I am I I I don't like it when someone is treated unfairly. That is just one of my pet peeves. Um, and so yeah, unfortunately, my husband hates that about me. I am. I am someone who steps in. And I think that's genetics. There's been times where I've put myself maybe in harm's way. A couple of times when I saw a woman being abused by a man, I have jumped in. And of course, my husband has had to jump in and to help me. Um, but that is a family trait of mine. We're all like that. We see someone who needs help, we jump in sometimes without thinking first. So I definitely wanted to be part of the union. I was just scared. When those two opportunities, a friend encouraging me, and then when Judy said, "Hey," I um, I said, "Why not?"
So I guess that kind of answers then my next question, like what motivated you to take the next step to be on e-board? So is it just like there's just a general injustice that you feel like you can help fight against?
I don't know if there's a general injustice, but there were moments where I'd find myself, I guess I would say complaining, venting. Venting would be more like it. I think we all have those moments, venting. One thing led to another, within a 24-hour cycle where I went from venting to a member to representing a member at the district office, um, to that night getting a text, "Would you be interested in being secretary?" And I just laughed, and I just laughed. I just knew my mom was up in heaven just going, "Ha ha ha. Put your money where your mouth is, sweetheart. You wanted to complain. Now here's your opportunity to do something about it. So step up or shut up." Unfortunately, that's my family motto. Step up or shut up. And so I just decided to step up. And of course, as you know, we have quite a few members on the board or directors or grievance here on campus. So, yeah, they were encouraging as well.
Yeah, Chris Felix, grievance chair. We'll also have Kristen Patterson as third vice president. So yeah, the Arianis crew
And Jen
represented well.
Danowitz,
And Jen
director.
Danowitz, that's right.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah,
Well represented.
yes.
Nice. As we wrap up, last question. What advice would you give other members about being more involved, taking a more active role in SMEEA, in our union?
We have a lot of new members. This came up recently. It came up yesterday. We have a lot of new members. And as we lose a lot of our senior leadership teachers, I think our story, our SMEEA story, our SMEEA history is fading. I think we take SMEEA for granted. I think we take the fact that we can have a strong union for granted. I think when I reach out to other teachers in other states and I find out that they literally have a 25-minute lunch, that they are working 2, 3 extra jobs, it put things in perspective. We're losing our story about where we came from, the struggle and fight to get where we are now, to be as strong as we are. And yes, there have been times where we have slid backwards. We have lost ground, but even when we lose ground, we can't lose our strength. We can't lose our unity. And even when things aren't perfect, we either stand together or they will divide us and conquer us. I think it's as simple as that. And even if there are complaints, find a rep, find a director, find someone on e-board, let us know. they're not alone. That's what we're here for. Complain to us. And uh, we're not always going to come out victorious, of course, but you don't have to struggle alone.
One of the quotes or one of the like union slogans that I repeat often is the struggle continues because there's never going to be a time where it's
Mhm.
like we've reached the pinnacle, now we can just coast.
Yeah,
It's like no, we
no.
always have to be struggling and fighting these battles. And you're right, we do need to maintain our unity through all of it because that's what some folks would like. They would like to see us divided because then when we're divided, we're easily conquered.
And I love social media. I'm not a hardcore user of social media. I'm old school. From the 70s. I'm 53, everyone. Yeah, I died them. Um, but it's if you're willing to put your complaint out there on social, make sure you also put it out there to a rep, to a director, to someone on board, so that we could be fielding it and working it as well. It just can't be social media. But one thing that came up when in discussion was about 6 years ago, Harry Roush, we had an important vote coming up. I don't remember what it was. I think it had to do with the on salary, off salary raise, and so we needed to vote. Um, and Harry Roush, who used to be on negotiations, had everyone come into his room, and he gave us a history lesson. And at, at that time, I'd only been here for about 3 years, and it was so insightful. And again, that history of where we were and where we are now. And it's something I think we need to start every year out, when we do our siesta, fiesta, and maybe, rehash that story, something where we all come together and we have that story told so that we all know that, again, it's a continued struggle. Yeah, we can't rest on our laurels. That it's, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Harry is awesome. Love Harry. I was just texting him yesterday. He's a great dude, very helpful. Well, thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate your words of wisdom. Look forward to all the members being able to see this, and yeah, just be so excited to have you on the team. So I appreciate your time. I know we're all super busy right now, but looking forward to you in your role as secretary. So
Even though I really don't know what I'm doing. But hey,
oh,
Segura said you would show me.
I can show you. Yeah. I was secretary.
That's what he
Yvonne
said. So,
Yvonne Duran is wrapping up as secretary, so you got people who can help you out there. So
okay. Sounds great. Okay.
thank
Thank you,
you.
Jose.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Lisa Lira, for your time. I know we're all super busy, so I appreciate you making time for all of us here. Every single one of our leaders has a story, has a path to where they're at today. So do you. All of us working together, we can make our mission, our SMEEA mission possible. That is to provide quality education for our students, but to also make sure that we are representing our members so they have safe working environments. They have good pay, good benefits, right? They're protected. That's only because of all of you, your solidarity, and your strength. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for following us here on Better Know an eBoard Member. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate your time. And remember, the struggle continues. Have a great day.